What's up, guys? Um, this subject that I'm actually about to talk about actually was brought up by it was actually brought up by a comment I had seen on my video that I had posted up on Facebook. And this is something that I feel that the rest of the world does need to start doing. And it irritates the hell out of me that people don't do this. And that is stop following society's rule. Live your life in the moment, the here, the now. Stop planning 30, 40, 50, 60 years ahead because we don't know if we're going to get tomorrow. We don't we don't know if we're going to be around for the next day or even the next month. You don't know. And I'll be honest with you, I don't follow society's rule when it comes to living. I live my life for the present, the here, the now, the moment. I live each moment as if tomorrow's going to end. And the reason for that, because tomorrow is never guaranteed. I know tomorrow ain't guaranteed. I know that. And honestly, I feel like that's where the world started getting fucked up, is because people are too receptive to society's crap. Like, they live in the thing where they're just like, oh, I gotta do this for my kids, I gotta do that, and blah, 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 blah. Like, what can I do to the future, and blah, blah, blah. Dude, stop planning for the future. The future is not guaranteed. I mean, I could be sitting here in one moment. Today, I could be sitting here talking to you guys. Tomorrow, I could end up dead. The world could end. Flat out, it could end right then and there. Like I said, tomorrow is not guaranteed. I mean, everybody's always in a hurry to do this and that, but they don't take the time to sit back and do like I do and really do what they want to do with their lives. Nobody seems to do that. They're all caught up in bills and this and that. What happened to living your life the way you want, on your terms? That's how I live my life. I live my life on my terms. I don't let society tell me how to live my life. I live my life by my terms. Every day, I live in the present. I don't live for, the future in 30 years from now. That's not me. And that's where I feel like a lot of people need to just step back. Forget about your job. You got a dick boss? Fuck him. Quit. Do what you want to do with your life. Stop letting society fucking control you. You say that you can't do what you want to do with your life? That's bullshit. You're lying to yourself. Do what you want to do with your life. You can do it. But the only person stopping you from doing what you want to do with your life is yourself. And it's completely true. If you want to do acting, hey, find a local company that you can audition for. Look for ads. You want to be a race car driver? Go out, bust your ass, get your license, and go to the nearest track. Simple as that. Everybody seems to think that life's so complicated. It's not complicated at all. Life is only as complicated as you make it out to be. And let me tell you, I love my life. I love where I'm at right now. Yeah, I might not, be doing what I love for, an actual living, but you know what? At least I'm not caught in society's loop. And that's the bad thing about it, is that it's a constant loop of, 9 to 5 every day. Break free from that loop, man. Do what you want to do with your life. I know what you're going to say. Oh, I can't do it because I got bills to pay. You know what? Fuck those bills. Stop living life by society. Like, stop living by that 9 to 5 shit. Like, it's just, it annoys me to see that. And it saddens me because there's a lot of people with a lot of talent and a lot of potential, and they throw it all away for what? A 9 to 5 job? If you don't, like, if you have something that you really want to do with your life, say fuck society's bullshit. Live your life on your terms by your rules. You want to chase your dreams? Do it. Yeah, people are going to laugh at you. People laugh at me all the time for doing what I do. All the time. It never feels like I can count more times that people have laughed at me than people have actually supported me. I've had more people laughing at me than I have, actually supporting what I do. And it's completely true. And that's what I'm saying. Like, tomorrow's never promised or guaranteed. It really isn't. And that's where people are going wrong, is they're living for a tomorrow that isn't even promised. Hell, to be honest with you, the world can end, not saying that it will, but the world can end right now. And I won't change who I am for nothing. I could be sitting right here, right now, talking to you, and the world could completely fall apart and be destroyed. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to change who I am. So, like I said, and I know a lot of you have bills to pay, but you know what? You need to stop worrying. If you got a dream that you want to do, if you have something that you really want, really want to do with your life, stop doing the whole 9 to 5 thing. Because that 9 to 5 thing, that ain't going to get you nowhere. What will get you somewhere is chasing after it no matter what. I don't care if you got to be homeless for a while, you got to do what you got to do or what. Like, I don't care what it takes. So let me tell you something. There was a time in my life where me and my mom were homeless when we first moved there. But you know what? I didn't let it stop me. I still continued to chase my dream, even when we were homeless when we first got here. It's all part of the process. You gotta fall to the bottom. You gotta hit rock bottom before you can get back up. Yeah, I reference my past a lot, but who doesn't, honestly? Like, we all reference our past. Like, that's nothing new. We all use our past as reference to what we're doing now or to what we want to do. But like I said, guys, if you have something that you really want to do with your life, stop living by society's rule. I know that, I should be doing my artwork and so, which I do still do. Don't get me wrong, I do still do my artwork. That's never going to change. But at the end of the day, at heart, I'm a racer. And I think I speak for all racers when I say, whether it's in game or in real life, racing's racing. It's all the same. I know a lot of people try to contradict that and say that it's just a video game. Yeah. For y'all that, you know, have a car and can afford that, it might be just a video game. But you know what? That game is the closest thing I'll ever come to being able to actually race. Because I can't afford that. I'm not rich. I can't afford a brand new car to, you know, take down to the nearest track and race. I can't do it because I'm not rich like that. So for me, racing the way that I do, that's the next best thing for me. That's the closest I'll ever get. And a lot of people don't get that. Like, when you can't race in real life and it's what you love to do, and you have a passion and a drive for it like I do, racing in video games is the next best thing because a lot of them do emulate very real physics. And a prime example of that, well, a couple prime examples are, what was it? Need for Speed Pro Street. That's a very real simulator. The car reacts as if it's real life. Like, it reacts just like it. And so I use it a lot. I race on there all the fucking time. And then you have games like, the Forza series. And it depends on how you look at it. Like with Forza, yeah, for drifting, not the best simulator. But for racing, it's a pretty damn good simulator. I've played the Forza series, huge fan of it. The Crew 2, that's another good one. And a lot of people don't realize that a lot of these games, a lot of these kids that are driving on a pro level, that are entering the racing scene at 16, 17, 18 years old, a lot of them played the games that I play or that I played growing up, like Need for Speed Underground, Underground 2, Carbon, Forza Horizon 3. All these different games is why they're doing it. Because they learned, they trained, they practiced. And a lot of people don't seem to, get that. And that's why I said, instead of living for the future and 4 years down the road, I live for the here and now. I don't live for, 40 years from now. Because like I said, it's never guaranteed. Ever. So for those of you that are living for all that, you're stuck in a vicious cycle that you need to get out of. And trust me, I know how vicious that cycle can be because I was there at one point too. Until I realized that I don't need to be doing this. I need to be living life on my own terms, and that's exactly what I did. So like I said, stop living for tomorrow. Live for today. Live in the moment. Live each moment as if it's your last. Because I guarantee you start living your life that way, you're going to be a lot happier. Do what you want to do with your life, and don't let nobody stop you. Like, seriously, stop letting people bring you down. Stop letting them say, oh, you can't do this or that because of this, because of that. Man, fuck that. You can do it if you try hard enough. And I'm living proof of that. Let me tell you something. I had people telling me I'd never be able to break the record that I broke last night. All the time. I had people tell me left and right, oh, you'll never beat it because there's so many modders. They know what? Fuck those modders. Because at the end of the day, I have that I beat that record through hard, sheer work. Through sheer hard work, I beat that record. And for those that say that I use the walls to grind and pick up speed, so what? That just shows I ain't afraid to swap paint or get dirty. That's all that shows. I ain't afraid to bang up my ride a bit to get to where I want to be. Oh yeah, I could race all proper and, fucking try not to bang up my car, but you know what? It's just a piece of metal. Alright? In game, it's not real life. At least not for you guys that don't get it. For those of you that don't get it, it's just a video game. But for people like me, it's just another car. It can easily be repaired. It can easily be fixed. Quick, simple, done. But like I said, at the end of the day, nobody can sit there and deny the fact that I beat that record last night. I want to tell you, that's one of my biggest achievements ever. And I've had some pretty big, feats and achievements in my lifetime that I'm proud of. But let me tell you something. That record that I beat last night, and that was one of my biggest ever. That was one of my biggest feats I've ever done. And I did it through sheer hard work and not modding my video game like a lot of people would. A lot of people sit there and say, oh, I own the real record, blah, blah, blah. Dude, we all know the fucking game. Because I pushed every single car to its limit and beyond. And there's no way your car goes 300, 400 miles an hour. You modded your fucking game for your car to go that fast. And that's not a true record. You are a false record. And you guys that do that, you're false record owners. And that's what makes it so sad, is that people like you guys have to mod shit just to get somewhere. Like, it is sad. You guys literally have to cheat just to get somewhere. But me, I not once cheated. I practiced my ass off day and night. Let me tell you something. When I wasn't sleeping or doing anything, I was over there on my Wii practicing, training on that track for 3-4 hours a day, just busting my ass. Just every day, just going up and down that hill all fucking day and night. And you know something? That hard work paid off last night. And to the guy named Michael, who sits there and says that I don't deserve a sponsor all because I use the walls to grind, to get me to go faster, here's all I have to say to you, buddy. Fuck you and your opinion. You can take that opinion and shove it up your ass. Because like I said, you might not like how I drive. That's fine. That's on you, dude. But at the end of the day, you cannot deny the fact that I beat that record. And like I said, me grinding along those walls like I did, dude, that's to be expected with Underground and Underground 2. You're going to have that. So stop your fucking bitching. At the end of the day, Driving is driving. It don't matter whether you drive like I do and you're not afraid to, scratch up your car or what. Because me personally, I'm not afraid to swap paint with anybody. You get on a track, I don't care who you are, I'll fucking swap paint with you if I need to. I have no issue with that at all. Because that's just part of racing in general. But when I sit there and I get accused of shit like what he's accused me of, saying that I don't deserve a sponsor because I grinded on the walls, that's what pisses me off. Because like I said, dude, you might not like how I drive, and that's fine. But at the end of the day, I still hold that. You ask anybody here that's watching, every single one of them will tell you that it don't matter how you drive. It really don't matter how you drive. Driving is driving, and winning is winning. I want to tell you something. Yes, this is a quote from a movie, but it's very true. It don't matter whether you win by an inch or by a mile. Winning is winning. Movie Fast and the Furious #1. Person that said that, Vin Diesel, aka Dominic Toretto. And it's true. It don't matter whether you win by an inch or by a mile. Winning is winning, just like it don't matter how you drive. As long as you do what you need to do to get to where you want to be, that's all that matters. And like I said, Michael, ask anybody here that watches my live streams every day. They will all tell you the same thing, that I do deserve a sponsorship because I work my ass off every day doing what I love, which is racing. And yeah, you want to criticize me for my driving skill, dude? Stop worrying about how I drive and start worrying about how you drive. You don't like how I drive, like I said, that's fine. That's on you, dude. But stop acting like you're God. You're not God. You can't sit there and judge who gets a sponsorship or not. And that's what's sad. You're playing God when really all you are is a fucking amateur. You're just pissed off that I did what I had to do. And that's all it is. You're pumped at me because I did beat the record and you hate how I drive. Well, sorry, dude. Can't help you on either one. Well, the first one I can kind of help you on, which is to not get pissed. If you don't like how I drive, then, dude, there's like, up somewhere around here is the fucking X on this live stream, and you know where the block button is. If you don't like how I drive or like what I say or do, then fuck you. You know where the block button is. You know what it is. Press it. Or if you can't find it, fuck it. I'll do it for you, dude. I have no issue with that. But like I said, you can ask anyone here. Anyone. And they will tell you all the same thing. That I do deserve a sponsorship. And not just me. Other people like myself who aren't getting the recognition for the shit they do. You like this one? I know a lot of, very small channels that are actually very good. And I often wonder, like, why is this channel not getting sponsored? This is great content. Like, there's a lot of small YouTubers out there that do deserve to be paid for what they do. A lot of channels. Like, and it's sad. And like I said, and and this is true, and a lot of people are going to agree. YouTube needs to make a bronze play button for people that reach 100 subscribers. Because that's incentive. That makes us want to keep going. So YouTube, if you guys are watching this at all, make a bronze play button. Give us some kind of incentive to keep doing what we do. Because 100,000 subscribers or views, dude, that's not easy by any means at all. That's hard as hell to do. So why not give those of us who are smaller channels, give us some kind of incentive? Give us a reason to keep doing it. Like, seriously, like, give us a reason to keep doing these videos. 100,000 subs and views, that's not easy by any means. And neither is getting 100 or views. Like, that's hard. I've been there. I've done that. It is hard to get 100 subscribers. People think it's easy, but that first 100, I can guarantee you, is the hardest. Getting 100 subscribers is so hard. Some people say it's easy. No, it's not. That is not easy by any means. So, like I said, guys, the main point of this, guys, is to live your life for the here and now, and not for tomorrow. Like, and in the famous words of Mitch Walker, I say this, and this is actually a quote from one of his songs: "Fuck tomorrow, live for today." Meaning, fuck tomorrow, fuck 10, 20, 30 years from now. Live for the now, live for the here, the now, live for the moment. Live for today. Because at the end of the day, tomorrow is never guaranteed.